Hi there. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you being here. I am here today to talk about breast cancer and specifically to tell my mom's story with her permission, of course. Um, we have had a roller coaster and a long journey with breast cancer. She has really, but it has affected me deeply. And I want to share her story really because it is such a powerful story of hope. And so that's what I really hope to share with this message more than anything. So just to get a little bit of history, my mom first got diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 4, approximately, it's probably almost 20 years ago now. And she had a mastectomy, she did reconstructive surgery, she did chemo, she did radiation. And then she was good for a while. And then it came back maybe 10 to 15 years later, and she had a smaller tumor that time. And so that time she had a lumpectomy and she did, I believe, just radiation. And so fast forward, that was all, very much a roller coaster. And, we faced some scary times, but I think that I didn't think I was going to lose my mom during those times. And then in December of 2021, my mother got a diagnosis of metastatic breast cancer that was in her bones and in her lungs. And it just so happened, we're very connected. So I happened to call her right after she got her report. And it's kind of messed up because she could actually read her report on the computer before she could talk to a doctor. And so she's reading the report to me. She's naming all the places that her cancer is. And she says to me at one point, do you need me to continue? And I, of course, said no, And it was devastating. And so, still emotional. I went home. I live in Florida, and I went back to Ohio, where I'm from, and spent a couple days with my mom and my dad. And my mother was literally planning her funeral. She told us where she wanted it, what songs to play, what food to serve and not to serve. It was heartbreaking, and we're very close, and it was just really hard, right? And she seemed like she was hopeless. Well, we ended up watching the Heal documentary, and it is such a powerful documentary, and I could tell that there was kind of a light that switched on, right? That she realized that this was not hopeless, even though the doctors told her that they could never cure her. They told her that she would probably live, I don't know if they said 15 or 18 months to 5 years, and, that they would never actually cure her. However, on the documentary, you see people that have stage 4 cancer that's metastasized and they heal, right? And so I think it was just knowing that is a possibility that shifted my mother, and I could feel that. And so she started treatment in January 2022. And that was chemo pills and infusions. And my mom has a very strong belief in God, and so I think prayer was a big part of it. She didn't have some radical lifestyle change, really. She bought a sunlight and sauna, and she used that. I'm sure that helped. And she took some supplements because she really didn't take any prior to that. But honestly, nothing crazy, right? It's not like she didn't radically change her diet. She just, she just didn't. However, prayer is powerful and hope is powerful. And simultaneously, after I watched the Heal documentary, I came home and I told my husband I really wanted to start doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. And I wanted to do it for 2 reasons. One is because I knew that I needed some tools to go through this very challenging time. And secondly, because I was worried about myself. I thought, what personality traits do I have that could lead me in the same place as my mom? And there are actually certain personality types that are more prone to cancer, and I 100% carry some of those. The inability to express anger, or wanting to be nice and kind, and stuffing emotions, And so I had that, and so I recognized that I also needed to change. And so we started doing Dr. Joe's work, his progressive online retreats, and I was so dedicated. I mean, honestly, the entire year of 2022, I think I missed 3 days of meditating, and there were many days that I meditated 2 or 3 times a day. So I got into the Orlando week-long retreat in November, so pumped. And 2 weeks beforehand, I'm gonna cry now, but my dad called me and my mother had a scan and her cancer was totally gone. And maybe you can't hear me because I'm crying, but her cancer was totally gone. And the doctors really had no way of explaining this. They did not expect for that to happen, and it did. And that was almost a year ago now, and almost exactly, I should say, a year ago. It was last October. And she is alive and well, and so grateful. And so the reason I'm sharing this is because, like I said, you know, she had a horribly devastating prognosis, and she overcame it. And whether that was, you know, healing in the quantum through Dr. Joe's work that I did, she didn't do, or whether it was the power of prayer, or whether it was her positive outlook, or the chemo drugs, you know, we'll never really know. We'll never really know. I have my beliefs, and I think, you know, everyone has different ones, and that's okay. The point is that, you know, do not give up. Hope is so powerful. Prayer is so powerful. The mind is so powerful, and we can do amazing things. I wish you all well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hearing her story. Sincerely appreciate it. Sending you all love and light.